All right, man, check this out. Good morning. 8 a.m. show. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Had to let the kids, do their thing because the kids been complaining that I've been cutting them off. So I had to let them do their thing. Hey! Kids, them kids, man, All right, man. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about, what is this morning's episode about? Oh, today's episode, academics had some words for Maul. And this is very interesting because Maul said something about Drake doing the World Cup, and academics kind of debunked that. So before we get into that, I got to get my spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work on your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, Cash App is in the description. They called me the Hidden Gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to over 13,000 subscribers. And a million by Monday morning. I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you're from. Kingdom of Miami, kingdom of, I don't know, wherever. Let me know. Kingdom of Philadelphia, kingdom of Westchester, kingdom of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Let me know where you from. What kingdom you from? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to it. So let's do it, man. We'll be back to discuss. I also, too, man, whoever leaves the best comment, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you put your Cash App before you leave your comment. I'm going to read your comment. If I like your comment, I'll bless you on Friday. Friday is blessed day. Just this Friday. I might make that a thing. I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, son? You know what I'm saying, son? I might make it a thing, but not yet. So we'll see how it goes Friday. You might get a surprise. You know what I'm saying? From Torture Talk. All right, so look, man, we're going to get right to it, man. Let's do it, man.
Rap music. The number one person in rap music. He's the number one person in rap music.
Well, Kendrick just put his album out.
Kendrick is the number one person in rap music.
In rap?
He's doing the Super Bowl
right now.
He has the number one
Drake
album.
is doing the World Cup.
All right, so today.
Yo, bro, this is all I'm going to say, right? Maul, right? Maul is a different type of glazer than academics, right? I think Maul is like, if academics was like I don't know, the glazer hacker on a computer, the glazer computer dude, Maul is the glazer street dude. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? Maul is definitely high level glazing. He's at the pinnacle of glaze. You know what I'm saying? He's at the pinnacle of glaze. Like, for real. Because whenever someone says that Kendrick is better than Drake, he comes up with these arguments. So now you got Drake. He's saying Drake is doing the World Cup. And this is going to be a fascinating one. Y'all just got to watch this. This is crazy.
We got Maul, we got DJ Academics, two of the world's leading Drake meat gobblers, going back and forth over whether or not they think Drake is going to headline the World Cup. So for those of you who haven't been tapped in, a couple months ago, Kendrick Lamar announced that he was going to be headlining the Super Bowl that is coming up in February in New Orleans. This was right after the beef between him and Drake took off and was getting a lot of attention. This Super Bowl performance announcement was really like the nail in the coffin. It's really the leg up that Kendrick needed for everybody to say, okay, it's official. Kendrick won this battle. Now, shortly after we heard.
And that's the thing too, man. I think a lot of us is judging this battle off of the moves Kendrick is making. You can't really say that Drake won this battle. I don't understand how anybody could say Drake won this battle. If you're going off of just a verse, but you ain't taking everything into consideration, then nah. Drake lost his battle clearly. Ain't no debating. Ain't no debate. If you say Drake won, it's because you just a Drake fan. Ain't no way you could even say Drake won this battle.
The announcement of Kendrick Lamar doing the Super Bowl performance, we've seen people like Maul going on the internet and saying that's okay that Kendrick got this Super Bowl performance because Drake has turned down the Super Bowl multiple times, and he claimed that he got this information.
And it's crazy how Maul would say stuff like this. I don't know if Drake told him that, but the NFL came out and said this isn't true. You know what I'm saying? They said it wasn't true. So I don't understand why, because why would the NFL say that it's not true? They would definitely say, yeah, he did turn it down. Why would they say it wasn't? But why would Drake turn the NFL? Why would he turn the Super Bowl down? Drake, why would he turn it down? I don't understand why he would turn it down multiple times. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I have no clue.
Directly from Drake himself. Now, a lot of people on the internet were calling cap on that. They had Drake ain't never turned down a Super Bowl because he never been offered one. Where the truth lies, who knows? But Maul is the one that broke that news. See, him and Drake have a relationship similar to Academics and Drake. And I mean that by when Drake wants to get a message out to the public, to the consumers, to the fans, he will either put it out himself through his multiple social media accounts, or he'll tap in with Academics, tell Academics something, and let Academics announce it to the world. Or he'll tap in with Maul, tell it to Maul, and let Maul announce it to the world. Because again, these are...
And I don't, and even when he's saying this, I don't believe that. I don't believe Drake taps in with any of them. I think they tap in with Drake's team. I don't think they have a direct line of communication with Drake. Maybe Maul, but I don't think Academics does. And to be honest with you, I take that back. I don't think Maul do either. I think they just say stuff because they can say it and nobody's going to really check on them. Drake doesn't go out and says, that's not true, this is true, that's not true. He don't really do that. Let's keep it going.
Two of the world's most significant Drake fangirls. Ironically, these two are also not the best of friends. In fact, they have kind of a long-running beef, and that all dates back to the early Joe Budden podcast days when you had Joe Budden, Rory, and Maul as co-hosts on the show. And every chance they got while they were a part of the Joe Budden podcast, they tried to shit on DJ Academics. Ack didn't like that, so he put them on his list of ops, and it's pretty much been up ever since then. Academics ain't got no respect for Maul or for Rory, but in this case, we're talking about Maul. So today we're talking about these two because they have been going back and forth, because Maul actually recently announced, we're gonna put that in quotes, that Drake is going to be doing the World Cup performance, right? We watched a piece of that clip at the beginning, and I think that this has caused a little bit of friction between Ack and Maul because Ack didn't get the drop before Maul did. Apparently, Drake was feeding this information to Maul, not Academics, and I'm sure Academics feel some type of way about that because...
Now, I will say this. I believe the reason why, and it's going to sound kind of crazy, but I believe the reason why Drake there's probably, Academics knows something about Drake. He got some information. That's why Drake won't cut him off. He got some information. As far as Maul goes, I think him and Drake might be cool. You know what I'm saying? They might be cool. I kind of don't know. Because just a few minutes ago, I said, I don't think they have a line of communication. I don't know about their relationship. But I know with Academics is a threat. And as long as Drake try to keep him happy, I think everything will be fine. Because Academics right now is one of the leading hip-hop journalists, whether we like it or not. It's just the truth. Whether he's a Drake gobbler or he's not. People go to him for a lot of information. It's crazy. I even see news publications talking about according to Academics. so we can't deny that he doesn't have some, definitely has influence. You know what I mean? Whether it's good or bad, that's up in the air for whatever you want to decide. But he definitely does have influence. But much more than Maul. Much more than Rory and Maul. I think people will probably take Academics' word before they take Rory and Maul's word.
After all of the years of spazzing for Drake, the Academics has done, Drake has never appeared on Academic stream. He's never gave him an interview, right? And now he's feeding information to other media personalities that aren't Ack. So when news broke last week that Drake had filed these petitions seeking information that could help him file a lawsuit against his label UMG, we had Ack going on stream and saying that he asked Drake about this entire situation and that Drake had told him he had no comment.
Hey folks, did you know that this is North?
I'll give you my journalistic, which is this. I did reach out to Drake. There is no comment. And you know, obviously this is a real thing, clearly. Now, I wanted to know how much he was a part of it, necessarily, as a part of, because we all know he still has a team, right? And yes.
Okay, now see, this is what I mean. Like, obviously, Drake, you want to know how much Drake is a part of him going after UMG over a song that was dissing him. Like, what do you mean? So his team overrides him? He owns the company Frozen Moments or whatever it's called, and you're telling me that his team overrides him? Is that what you're saying? Like, come on, bro, stop with the cap. This is what people be talking about.
He is the sole owner of Frozen Moments LLC, but he does have a team. It's a reason why, again, he doesn't really deal with his label too much, and I've been telling you that he don't deal with his label too much. I wonder if they're...
Wait, what? Yo, so wait, how does that work? How do you own a label and you don't deal with your label? It was the same thing with the OVO clothing line. And people were saying he dealt with, I don't know, maybe he just like to own stuff. I don't know. He does own like different rap memorabilia. I don't know, but I'm not getting this.
Going hard with this, or is it Drake himself and what his personal thought is? Again, I don't have that answer for you, and that's just honestly. And I'm pretty sure the fact that I don't have that answer for you right now means whatever you see in black and white, it is what it is. Do you get what I'm saying?
So when Ak asked about it, it was basically no comment, bro. I ain't got nothing to say. But it was a different story when Maul asked Drake about it. And this is something that Maul talked about during an episode of Earn Your Leisure.
This is above my pay grade, but like I said, what I'm standing on the side of, and again, I didn't speak to Drake about none of it. Well, I'm lying, I did, but I didn't speak to him in detail about what's happening. It's very surfaced. It's very like, let it all play out. People are going to see.
Oh, you spoke to him recently.
Absolutely. All of this happening, I got to hit my guy. Like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now? Yeah. But again, I don't speak about things that I speak with guys I know and people I know privately. I don't speak about it publicly. But I just got to know.
Is he in good spirits?
He's in great spirits.
It seems like he's bothered.
No.
Liar, bro. It's what I mean. He should, like, see, this is what I be talking about a lot of these dudes. I gotta get 1 million. I gotta get 1 million subscribers. I need to combat these dudes. I really do. Because these dudes, man, they lie so much. You're sitting here telling me that Drake is unbothered. But my thing is, like, why does everybody keep saying this? Y'all know Drake is bothered. Y'all know he's bothered. He hasn't got over the battle. He's still talking about it. I don't understand how that's even a question. He's not bothered. Why would we care whether he's bothered or not anyway? Does anybody ask Kendrick, is he bothered? It's like, come on, bro. It's like everybody want to be so empathetic when it comes to Drake. I don't understand it. Oh, let's check on Drake to see how he's doing. Oh, Drake, are you okay? Come here, buddy. Give me a hug. It's like, come on, man. Shit is crazy.
That way.
It's gonna even if he goes out here and buys a new plane, people are like, oh, he did that because he mad.
Well, I mean, because he cut his hair, he's talking shit about D Rosen.
So Academics asked Drake about the UMG situation. No comment. Maul asked Drake about the UMG situation, and he gets to hear all of his thoughts and all of his feelings about it. Interesting stuff, bro. Interesting stuff. But that isn't all that Maul revealed during this episode of Earn Your Leisure, because he continued to talk and seemingly randomly announced to the world that Drake was going to be headlining the World Cup.
Rap music. Number one person in rap music. He's the number one person in rap music.
Well, Kendrick just put his album out.
Kendrick is the number one person in rap music.
In rap?
He's doing the Super Bowl
right now.
He has the number one
Drake
album.
is doing the World Cup.
No. That's not the same.
Yo, I'm telling you, I've never seen that like this. This is crazy. So my thing is like, this how you know dudes just be capping, right? They be capping. I don't believe that. And if he does do it, good for him, right? But I'm telling you the reason why I don't believe it is because you're Maul. You're a nobody compared to Drake. You're a nobody. How you just gonna announce How are you, of all people, announcing that Drake is doing the World Cup? Of all people, Maul from Rory and Maul, the old Maul from Joe Budden podcast. How are you announcing it? No one knows who you are. How are you announcing it? Like, Drake couldn't go on television and announce it himself. He couldn't put a post up and announce it himself. You announcing it? You? Come on, bro. I'm not rolling with that. That's garbage, bro.
I think they're right. You know how many people watch the World Cup? How many people watch the World Cup? I think they tallied like 1.6 billion last time.
Yeah, that budget different.
Super Bowl was 123 million versus 1.6 billion viewers. It's just different is all I'm saying. It's just, what are we talking? That's what I'm saying. What perception, what lens are we looking at this through? If I'm hosting the World Cup is in my country.
But the World Cup thing, it's playing with semantics, right? Because they this is the first time that they're having a performer. I don't think it's during the actual final game. It's like part of the world. It's like that performing at the.
So the thing is, what he's saying is essentially that Drake could perform there, and also Kendrick can too. And don't be surprised if he does. He could too. That's basically what he said. What the guy is saying right here. He definitely saying that. Definitely.
It's nothing like Fat Joe.
No, I'm just saying.
It's nothing like that.
As far
Let me promise you something. It's nothing like
what
that.
I'm just saying.
Like that.
The Super Bowl is standard. That's the standard.
So Maul says that he knows for a fact Drake is going to be headlining the World Cup. Now, Buddy was trying to argue that the Super Bowl is a different kind of standard than the World Cup. But bro, the truth is the World Cup is much more bigger than the Super Bowl. Like 10x, 11x the numbers. That's what the FIFA World Cup is.
All right, so here's the thing about the World Cup, right? Obviously, it's bigger because it's the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, if y'all saying, oh, well, Drake's doing the World Cup, it's bigger. He's doing the World Cup. Obviously, because it's the World Cup. The difference is the influence. The influence comes from the NFL. That's what matters most. I'll be honest with y'all, it might be big. The World Cup might be big. But I can guarantee you none of them know who's going to be in the finals. None of them don't even care about the World Cup. That's the thing. So y'all going off of, oh man, look how many people we see. It's all about validation. Once again, that's all what people care about. Oh, he's doing the World Cup. There's billions of people that watch it. Is it really billions of people that watch the World Cup? Billions of people? Like, come on. Oh, last time I checked, the NFL, 1.5 million. And the last time I checked, the World Cup was 1.2 billion. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's what they tell you. But if it's the World Cup, obviously it's not going to stay in one spot. It's going to be all over. So we'll see what happens.
In comparison to the Super Bowl. And I heard him say that, you know, that show wasn't going to be at the finals. It was going to be for some random game mid-match. Well, actually, FIFA did announce that they are going to have their first ever Super Bowl-like halftime show for the 2026 World Cup. And it's not going to be for one of the random matches in the middle. It will be for the World Cup final, which if Drake does get to headline it, would be a pretty massive achievement because not only would it be in front of an audience that is 10 times bigger than the Super Bowl's audience, but it also would be the first ever Super Bowl-like halftime show for the World Cup. So if true, that would be a massive accomplishment for Drake. It just is what it is. So is there any truth to what Maul was saying? Well, I looked around and the only real proof of it that I could find was actually when Boy Wonder, which is a producer that has notoriously worked for Drake numerous times throughout the years, liked a reel that said, ooh, that's what it was. Jay-Z saw that Aubrey was gonna have the World Cup in 2026 and be all over the event and rushed to get Kendrick ahead of it in 2025. Round 2 proceeds as planned. I see you, Drake. And this was back in September, which is right around when Kendrick Lamar announced that he was going to be doing the Super Bowl. Now, I'm assuming that if Maul has this information, there's really only one source.
Here's the thing, too. Another thing y'all got to take in consideration. Ain't none of this is, if he's saying he's doing the World Cup, he probably seen that post or somebody told him or somebody said something, right? y'all don't know how this legal battle gonna go. And then with this triple X thing coming up, if anything's tied to Drake's name and they know they'll drop him fast. Trust and believe that. They'll drop him fast. It's not like they need him. They'll drop him fast. Trust and believe that.
That he could have got it from, and that is probably Drake himself. Now, academics seeing this, that Maul broke this news, and with them being mortal ops, he just could not stand that. So he went on his live stream and immediately started trying to discredit that claim. Even though he loves Drake, and I'm sure he would love to see Drake do the World Cup, his hatred for Maul is so deep that he just couldn't stand the fact that Maul was the one that had this info and not him. So, like I said, he worked hard to discredit.
There's nothing more doing.
Credited.
Is the ambassador. The final game is not in Toronto. It's in New York, basically. New York, New Jersey. So let's just calm down with that. There's going to be a halftime show, supposedly. We have no idea what that's going to be. And I don't know if Mealy Maul is, just pulling a Destiny and hawking up, Hawk 2 and some D. But I don't know if we have any confirmation that Drake is performing at a Super Bowl, to be fair. Now, granted, if Drake did perform at at the World Cup finals, you gotta remember, the World Cup is an entire tournament, right? The finals is usually the most watched thing ever. So it's gonna be in the MetLife Stadium. There's gonna be a halftime show. Will Drake be headlining it? I don't know. We haven't got any news that I know of that so far. It is what it is, man. To Drake fans, we have to start realizing, bro, this moment's gonna end. I know it's not cool right now. It feels like the K-Barbs is just kind of basking in some, first of all, they have no motion without the offset of Drake, but it feels like damn, Drake.
I wish y'all stopped that, bro. Y'all acting as if and this is crazy. This is the crazy thing about the whole thing between Kendrick and Drake. Is y'all act as if Kendrick wasn't a successful artist before he battled Drake. Stop with the goofy shit, man. Y'all gotta stop, bro. Kendrick was a successful artist before he battled Drake, bro. All his albums are successful. All his albums are platinum. All his albums are good. He won multiple awards. This is before he battled Drake. So I wish y'all stop saying this, that basically this thing is no. He was gonna be successful either he battled Drake or didn't battle Drake. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Needs a win, right? The Super Bowl is a Super Bowl, bro. That's a win for anybody. I don't give a even if it's for Kendrick, right? Now, I did get word. They said that Kendrick is going to perform Not Like Us. This is what I've been told. And that he's already preparing the version of Not Like Us that he's going to perform. Here's what I heard. He has an option of putting new lyrics, right? So maybe an unheard verse, which I don't think he's going to do. But the version of the song that he's going to play is going to be severely edited and not edited like in post.
Number one person in rap music? He's the number one person in rap music?
Well, Kendrick just put his album out.
Kendrick is the number one person in rap music.
In rap?
He's doing the Super Bowl.
Right now.
He has the number one album.
Drake is doing the World Cup.
No. That's not the same.
It's not the same, right? You know how many people watch the World Cup?
Yo, Mealy Maul, man. You ain't gonna listen. Some people call me delusional, but you're not gonna make Drake fans look that delusional. Hey, let me just spread the word out. We don't know about no goddamn World Cup halftime show. Y'all had me fooled that the World Cup was in Toronto. You know the World Cup. First of all, it's a whole tournament, right? It's like a playoff, right? You have the finals, and then you have a bunch of games that's played. You know that motherfucking thing is in because people are like, yo, that's in Toronto. That's in the U.S. and Canada. They got some shit going on in some southern states in America. They got like Montreal or like Quebec that's hosting certain shit. They got Toronto hosting, bruv, this is not the Super Bowl. I'm sorry to tell y'all. It's just not the Super Bowl, okay? And us Drake fans got to stop the cope, okay? Yes, Kendrick got the Super Bowl. Who gives a fuck, right? I'm not saying who gives a fuck like that in a salty way, but it's just bro, we can't just be like, oh, tit for tat. Oh, no, he's doing the... Brother, we've never even heard about a motherfucker. Y'all don't even know the first rule of soccer.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Nobody
I agree. A lot of y'all don't even know. Like when Maul says this, he's doing the World Cup. Maul, you don't even watch soccer, bro. You don't even care about soccer. How you sitting here saying, well, Drake's doing the World Cup? Like you don't even care. You don't care about soccer, bro. A lot of y'all don't care about soccer. Everybody just want, like, you know what's crazy? And I'm gonna actually do a episode. I'm gonna talk about it in my next episode. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it on this episode. Let me finish this up.
We don't know about no World Cup halftime show. And actually, let's actually do a little fact checking on that. World Cup halftime show. Okay? FIFA has announced, right, that, the f is this? Now, let me find a reputable websites. Okay, so Global Citizen is going to be producing the halftime show for the FIFA World Cup final starting in 2026. So, by the way, already that's 2 years from now. Super Bowl is next year. The two organizations announced on Saturday that during the annual Global Citizens Festival in Central Park, an advocacy organization, blah, blah, blah. The announcement was made midway, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Cool. They emphasize the partnership between FIFA and the Global Citizens not only to put on a show, but to help end extreme poverty and increase access to sports and quality of education for children around the world. Okay, the lack of a halftime show for the internationally viewed game has been a subject of conjecture, with the New York Times speculating about it earlier in this year with a story with the headline, "Would a halftime show work in the World Cup?" Now we hear there's going to be one. So they're finally going to do a halftime show. Although the first halftime show for World Cup won't take place in 2026. Prior to that, the 4-year partnership will include Global Citizens participation, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And here's the thing when people, like, because I believe the headline for this, like, oh, Drake is the ambassador to the World Cup. Like, it's in his city, and he's just going to run through, just going to run wild with it, right? There's 10 cities that's going to host the World Cup. Look, Miami, Seattle, Los Angeles, Orlando, Atlanta, Nashville, Charlotte, Cincinnati, Washington, Philadelphia, and I think Toronto's up in there too. But it's definitely 10. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. Host cities for World Cup. Okay, it's jointly hosted by United States, Mexico, and Canada, right? And essentially, let me just look at Toronto, because I know there's some, okay, cool. So essentially, these are all the cities: Los Angeles, Bay Area, Seattle, Vancouver, Dallas, Guadalajara, Houston, Kansas City, Mexico City, Monterrey, Atlanta, Boston, Miami, New York, New Jersey, because they're going to do something at MetLife. And by the way, I think the final might be at MetLife, which is New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and Toronto. Okay, let me see. Where's the final going to be? Yeah, the final. The host of the final match is going to be MetLife Stadium, which is in New Jersey, but it's pretty much New York, New Jersey, right? Because the Giants and Jets play there, right? Rough. Again, where are we getting that Drake is performing here? And again, I'm a Drake fan, but we got to just stay with a little bit of facts. Like, where the f are we getting that Drake is doing some big show here? I don't even think if we search Drake name on a thing, we'll find it. No, it don't even mention a performer. What Drake is an ambassador for Canada as a host city. Drake ambassador, FIFA. So FIFA unveiled, which there's 104 games, right? That's going to be played in Mexico, United States, and Canada. That the music mogul, Drake, is Canada's ambassador for the 1-hour television.
This is my favorite tune, self or artist with
television spectacle.
With academics working hard to discredit what Mel said on that stream, you had people starting to feel like academics, who's been a long time Drake fanboy, was acting like an op. You had tweets like this one: the real reason Act started to move like an op. Drake gave him no comment when it pertains to the lawsuit. Meanwhile, and they posted the clip of Maul dropping this information and talking.
But here's my thing, right? I don't care what random people or somebody says on Twitter or X. It doesn't matter what they say, because half these people don't even know what they be talking about. Academics literally went through everything. Now, I ain't defending the man. I'm just telling you what he did. He literally went through everything and showed you that his name's not even on there. And he's basically saying like, yo, we got to stop the cult. We got to stop this tit for tat thing. And I agree. A lot of y'all Drake fans be delusional. Y'all listen to anything and y'all say anything to try to discredit Kendrick, even if it's doing something to your own guy. It's crazy. But we're going to end it there. Y'all get the gist of it. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I just don't get it, man. I don't understand the whole thing behind this Kendrick movement going against Kendrick. This movement going against Kendrick. I don't understand it. I really don't. And I don't think that even if Drake does do that, right? Let's not get it twisted. Drake is still the biggest artist in the world. He's one of the biggest artists in the world. Not saying he ain't. Like, I don't understand why Maul even saying it as an argument. Like, even if Drake did do the World Cup, well, he's one of the biggest artists in the world. So it ain't like he can't do it. But my thing is, why do y'all have to always try to discredit Kendrick in the process? Drake is not the biggest rapper right now. You can say whatever you want to say. He's not. Kendrick is on top right now. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. You can't say he ain't. And then this whole World Cup thing ain't happening until 2026. Like, come on, bro. You saying, oh, he's doing the World Cup. That ain't, even you don't even know if it could change. Anything could happen. You don't know if he's going to do it. Like, you're just saying that, but his name ain't on nothing. So I agree with academics on that one, man. I agree with Ak on that one. Sorry, agree with them. Either way, man, 12 o'clock show coming up. Y'all have yourself a good morning. I'll see y'all, man. I'm out of here. Peace. Bye.